This is the Wednesday edition of the Data Roundtable. I hope that you're doing well and you're part of the world. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know that you're out there. As always, I have no agenda when I walk into these roundtables. The whole purpose is for us to be able to come together as a community of data professionals to talk, to listen, to help each other, and just create more community. So I'm here to hold space and just listen to whatever you guys want to talk about. So let me know what's on your mind. What would you like to discuss? What is on your agenda for learning, for trying, for all those different things that we should be doing as data scientists, right? Personally, I have been working a lot with Codex, the new tool from OpenAI. If you're not familiar with that, Codex. I think it has the potential to be a cursor killer, guys. If you haven't had a chance to look at Codex, take a look at it. I am very optimistic on what I've seen so far. I used it this past weekend to help me develop couple of new scripts that I needed just for my own personal management. It's impressive. It's impressive, guys. It's interesting how well it produces code. It's integrated into Visual Studio just like Cursor is. Sorry, guys. Um, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been fooling around with Codex. I was doing a little bit this weekend. I was doing a little bit of it this morning. So let me know what you guys are looking at. Maybe there's other tools out there that I should be looking at also, right? So let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you're experimenting with, what you're trying, what's got you happy, what's got you sad. I'm here to hold space and facilitate all that discussion. So let me know. Let me know what's going on with you. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some more work with Codex today. I'm going to be doing some more work to get ready for CES. CES is coming up. CES season is very soon over here. And from there, I'm just going to keep on doing my streams, keep on chopping wood over here, just building up my business as much as I can. I have 2 client calls this week. I have a client call today. I have a client call tomorrow. So if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, please feel free to click on the link in my bio. Happy to help you. Manoj is in the chat. Manoj, how you doing, my friend? Good morning, Sir Dennis. Greetings from Bangalore, India. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you too, my friend. How are you? Hope that you're doing well. Hope that everything is good for you in Bangalore. Everything is great on this side. Thank you for asking. It's beautiful weather out here, nice and cool weather. Yeah, I got my coffee over here. I got my chat going. Kind of hard to complain, guys. But yeah, everything is going well, Manoj. So thank you so much for asking. Hope the same for you. Yeah, so Manoj, I was just saying that I'm working with a little bit with Codex from OpenAI. Very impressive, guys. The code generation in that is very impressive. I have a friend that I often talk with, and they are really big on doing code with Claude. I wish I had more time to work with Claude, but you know what? Anthropic is just the AI company that I have least experience with, but I'm going to try to change that as much as I can. But right now, I am definitely Team OpenAI for the code generation. Casual Economist is in the chat. How are you? Casual Economist says, hey, 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 hey to you too. Hope you're doing well. Casual Economist, I keep on hearing about this polar vortex that we're going to be experiencing here in the US, so I hope that doesn't affect you too bad. Hopefully, you're not too snowed in over there. Casual Economist says you gave up on Microsoft products. No, 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 not at all, not at all. Microsoft's a great company. I haven't given up on Microsoft, but I do think that it's healthy for us to have an open view into what tool fits my immediate need best, right? So I'm really big on I've used my primary use for AI right now is strategic advice and I also use it for code generation. So that's really kind of my focus, and I think that Codex is an interesting tool for that. So that's what I'm going to use. But for example, just to give you guys an example, I'm still open for finding a good tool for thumbnail generation. My thumbnails on YouTube stink. They are terrible. But I have yet to find a good AI tool that does that, right? So I'm open to it. I've tried different tools. I'm trying different options because I want the best tool no matter who makes it, right? So Casual Economist, yeah, it definitely feels like I'm giving up on Microsoft, but great company. Um, I just think Codex is doing a pretty good job on code generation right now. Manoj says, I'm not doing well. I don't want to spread negative vibes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Manoj. Hopefully, everything will clear up for you. Obviously, don't. I don't want you to share anything you're not comfortable sharing, I hope things will start looking up for you, Manoj. Thanks for expressing that. Casual Economist says, I'm not going outside, so the polar vortex doesn't exist. Yeah, that is one of the advantages of working from home, right? Because Casual Economist, I know you told me you're mostly a remote worker. You don't have to go outside unless you really, really want to, right? I know I'm definitely guilty of that. Not so much now, but during the pandemic, before I had a dog, because I got my dog during the pandemic. But yeah, without having a dog and no need to go outside, oof, I could stay indoors 5 days, 6 days, like no problem, right? Because during the pandemic, Uber Eats obviously rose up. And we also got grocery delivery, right? Grocery delivery became really popular during the pandemic. So between Uber Eats and grocery deliveries and everything being closed, I could be indoors 5 days, 6 days, no problem. No problem whatsoever. So casual economists, yeah, I get it. You can definitely create your own little reality, right? The snow doesn't exist because you don't have to go out and deal with the snow if you don't want to. So I hear you on that, casual economist. Manoj says, doing good, learning from fall down. Um, learning from fall down. Am I reading that? Manoj, not really sure what you mean by learning from fall down. Are you talking about like the fall season? I mean, I guess technically we're still in the fall season, fall, early winter type stuff. But I think I'm misunderstanding you, Manoj. So feel free to clear that up. Something tells you I'm not understanding everything there. So yeah, so if you guys have a really good thumbnail generation AI that you like, let me know. I still have my Midjourney membership or subscription. Midjourney is kind of okay for thumbnail generation, and that's not really what it was designed for, right? I introduced one of my friends to Midjourney this past weekend, and so I'm gonna follow up with them, see how they're doing on it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens more and more on the AI, on the generative AI for images. I think that's going to be a hot topic for 2026, right? I think it's reasonable for us to expect more information on images and on video generation coming up here real soon. Manoj says, learning from the downfall. Okay, okay. Thank you, Manoj. Appreciate that. Um, I'm gonna make a mental note to follow up with you later, Manoj. Let me know. Let me know if you're doing all right. Casual Economist says, I think Instacart AI is effing me over. That's funny, Casual Economist. My prices are high. Yeah, absolutely, Casual Economist. There's little question that Instacart fools around with the prices, right? And so does the other ones. Uber Eats, when you use it for grocery, they 100% fool around with the prices, right? I think Chipotle does too. I order way too much Chipotle. I think they do too. Um, so yeah, I hear you on that, casual economist. They definitely are, you know, not not great with that, right? Um, you know, I was hearing this commentary that was talking about how in the grocery world, the from the business side, their great dream is always that they're charging everybody the max that they would pay for any product, right? So different people are willing to pay different prices for the same product, and they're trying to find your maximum, right? Each person's individual maximum, right? So my guess is that Instacart is probably doing the same thing, right? They're fooling around with their pricing algorithms and their pricing model and basically just seeing how far they can push you, right? Well, if they'll pay this, maybe they'll pay this, and then they'll pay this, and right? So I totally get it, casual economist. So it's possible that you're nearing some limit within their algorithm, but that doesn't mean they're going to drop prices. They're just going to drop prices below your limit, right? So yeah, maybe that's a little bit of what you're experiencing. I think also because a lot of it is they're just not paying fair wages to their delivery people, right? Um, you know, one time I had the weirdest experience with Chipotle where I was in another city here in Nevada, and the city is known for having a big mining industry. You know, all these people work in the mines and then they live in the city. And my Chipotle was delivered by somebody on their way home from one of the mines. And they do, they do the, what is it, the DoorDash on the way home from their work. And I thought, that's crazy because my entire order was only like, I think like $15, $13, right? And that's including the food and everything. So how much could that DoorDash person actually be making? Like $3, $4? They're not making 30% of my, of what my meal costs, right? So yeah, I think that's part of it, casual economists, that they're playing with the prices to pay the drivers or whatever, because it just doesn't make sense. Casual economist says, I hope things get better for you, Manoj. Manoj says, appreciate your words. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Manoj. You're a big part of this community, Manoj. So we're all pulling for you. So hopefully, things will start looking up for you, Manoj. All right, guys, follow me over to Instagram. Would love to keep the conversation going there. I'm on a little bit of a stricter timeline today, but feel free to follow me over there. As always, please take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will see you again tomorrow.